that rather dire forecast from Bruno Le Maire saying that it would be the worst recession since World War II. Now, the French economy had been on track for a fairly strong showing. It grew around 1.3% last year, and it had been aiming for growth of around 1.5% for 2020. When the lockdown was first announced 3 weeks ago, Bruno Le Maire predicted contraction of -1% for this year. Now it's clear that that economic damage is going to be far, far greater. Some predictions even go into double-digit losses. The bank UniCredit, for example, has suggested the French economy could shrink by as much as 14% this year. A slightly less apocalyptic forecast from the French statistics agency INSEE, which says it believes every month of shutdown will cost 3 percentage points of GDP. If we're going on the basis of perhaps 2 months of shutdown, we're still looking at around 5 to 6% contraction for the year. We know that industry across the country is operating at only about a quarter of its capacity. Most factories are shut, along with restaurants, shops, all businesses that are deemed not essential. A lot of major companies have abandoned their profit targets for the year. A lot of smaller ones are facing bankruptcy if they can't secure bank loans or funds from the government's emergency plan. We know that 5 million French people have been temporarily laid off. They're seeking temporary unemployment payments from the government. That was the €8.5 billion fund that was initially set aside. Bruno Le Maire is now saying that that has already gone up to 11 billion. All very, very dire predictions and a really tough year ahead.